first part of the process is you're actually going to see our 15 shortlisted artist pitches that are 5 minutes each, one after the other. I should also remind people that this isn't a process that's ever been done before, and it's not being made up as it goes along, but however, it's a process that we don't know how the outcome will be because we've never tried it before. So not only looking at sort of choreographic pitches and development that way, but the whole process itself is a development. We all need to give into that process and try and make it as great as it possibly can be. Thank you.
So, what I'm asking you to invest in is actually the people. What I need, I have the sites and I have spaces I can work in. I have been given the keys to the local hall, which is great. I need 5,000 to do 1 week. For 8,000 I could do up to 8 days, but I could also change the artists, because I could bring more artists in. And for the 10,000 I would be able to also include more going into schools so that we can show some work, installation work, place work in schools to see how it might work.
Proposed research a solo dance installation performance with composer Jack James, writer Federe Holmes and dramaturge Jessica Rader. How can we create a technology-reliant piece which is portable and adaptable to many different environments? Throughout, we will be mentored by choreographer Caroline Salem and regularly invite viewers in to experience and respond.
I am proposing research on the choreography of flamenco, its deconstruction and manipulation for a new choreographic vocabulary reflecting its transnational identity.
It's basically physical communication in its rawest form, in sight, sound, movement and mind, and everything anyone can relate to is physically you're born with.
Now the main research question, and the question that a lot of people in the sector have done on this topic, is how do you make choreographic material in the environment? It is obviously not going to be a transplant of the kind of material that you can make in a theatre. And it probably isn't Lenny Riefenstahl on the beach dancing ecstatically while the sun shines and the waves sparkles. The environment would have a direct intervention into the timing and montage of the imagery that we make. So that the Mynydborfi wind farm, you take data from the speed and the strength of the wind and send it into the building. You could also take data from the speed and the strength of the waves at Sandgate Valley and project that into the building. Both sides intervening and determining the timing and the montage of the imagery. That's it. Thank you very much.
So how the phone can be introduced. If I knock this over, you will all stand up for the duration of this presentation. If I don't, I will be frozen in this position until the end of the presentation.
We'll be asking for £10,000 for the producing partnership.
Find ceremony that we can perform in theatres, in foyers, in galleries and community halls that's transferable across any format. This is Kit Johnson, exploring his character of Duck, the national tour guide in Tree.
The secrets of this ectopic society, where artistic expression is prohibited, will be revealed.
What questions and connotations spring to mind with the phrase illegal dance? If artistic expression, namely dance, was forbidden, what would be the social implications?
What we want to do now is to deconstruct and interrogate these techniques, to take them apart and push them, to see how they can work to express a narrative.
For our research, I need to deconstruct and discover what this relationship means.
I will work with a child psychologist to draw from real case studies, a writer dramaturge to structure scenarios, and choreographers and dancers to create movement material and images about attachment, control, support, and letting go. I will explore how chaos and control can coexist in an artwork in terms of narrative and effect and audience involvement.
Inviting small groups of people into the confined spaces of a boat, taking them on a short trip and then releasing them.
The other strand is creating images of spectacle that can be seen by an audience as they journey from a distance on a towpath.
You sit down and you each put on a headset, which if you can see that, this is what the headset looks like. It's a headset that reads your brain activity through electroencephalography, EEG. It's the first headset of its kind made for the consumer market. It only just went on sale in the US in December 2009, so it's very cutting edge, but already in great demand.
The devising will be guided by an ongoing development of a manifesto, which will be available to the audience. Likely manifesto files include: no single step movement or improvisational idea will be practiced, rehearsed or tested in any way before being performed. No performance will be the same. Each will respond to the new space and time in which it is performed.
Face On will further explore notions of shared space by inviting the viewer to intellectually experience the sublime state of intimacy as the figure ontologically connects a sequence of changing situations, addressing the seemingly simple implication of being.
Our next research project is called Blurred Vision. We think it is important for you to know what we won't be doing and why we won't be doing it, just as much as we would like to tell you what we will be doing and why we will be doing it. Like, you didn't want to perform for children or care in the community or do any participation work or any outreach work or indeed reach out in any way. Fundamental ones such as, do women have to be chisel-jawed and cute, gay and bald with one earring to get a major dance commission in the UK? How much do you want? What?
We've got a sheet. We've got a sheet for each project, and we've got bricks, each worth £1,000. So we're going to put the sheets on the floor, and you're going to get up and get your brick and put it on your first choice.
We're going to do this in 20 minutes flat. You can discuss it with each other, but just go for it instinctively where you want to work.
Yeah, it's a bit daunting going in there and everyone's like looking at you and telling you, we have amount of money to give to you, do you want it? But yeah, we wanted it, we can make it work, so yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do.
It's easier than doing this interview, actually. I don't know why. You just think, this, and this, and this. Don't talk too fast, don't fall over, do your pitch, you know?
I think the Dragon's Den thing is not so much what this is really about. It's more about a way of getting several projects up and running, and I think that's a great thing.
With this research funding of BDE, it means I don't need to just exist as a soloist because I can't afford anyone else. I can have the musician and he can believe in it. He does anyway without, and it also means I can hopefully bring in another performer to work with, which would be interesting because I haven't done this before.